there's a Big Brothers bit on the side. It's Friday night, which means one thing. You're good tonight.
It's eviction night, and earlier we saw our 7th evictee, Hazel, given the boot. But what's happening in the house right now? I hear you
I
cry.
don't know. What's going
happening? Well, let's take a look.
Go on in.
Ooh. You made it, woman. You made it.
What song has she got? What song has she got? Sexy chick.
Oh, I'm so happy! Charlie, you're here.
Well done.
Charlie.
Well done.
Am I definitely not going anywhere
No,
tonight?
you're safe.
Are you sure there's not like a second?
I'm so happy.
There's no time. There's no time. You're fine. You're safe.
Oh, I'm so happy. You don't know how happy and relieved I am. I told you. I told you. I love everyone here. I'm just happy.
Oh, I'm happy.
Oh. I think I'm probably even more happy than you.
You're all right.
I'm so happy. Thank you, public. Thank you. Oh my God.
Oh, Gina looks
Gina was really upset, wasn't she?
Yeah,
She was ecstatic.
Gina's absolutely devoted. Well, there'll be plenty more of that later on in the show, but I think it's about time we meet the panel, H.
I certainly agree with you. So first up is the journalist known to many for being the bitch on the box.
Oh, is he Ian Lee on tonight?
Oh, no, Rylan, behave yourself. She's actually a regular on Grumpy Old Women, but don't tell. Well, you know, don't let all that fool you, because I've met her and she's bloody lovely. It's Nina Mishko! Oh, I said your name right.
But you did nearly say Mina Nishkov.
I did. I get so nervous saying her name.
At least you didn't say Miss Cow. That would have been worse.
Yeah, that would have been worse.
Exactly.
I could be the next Miss Cow. Next up, the award-winning TV and radio presenter known for his involvement on cutting-edge and groundbreaking TV shows like The Word. So I'm really not too sure what he's doing on this one. It's Terry Christian!
Completing our lineup is the former housemate who, since departing last week, has already bedded Rylan and taken his clothes off for me. God only knows what he's got planned for the panel members tonight. It's Callum.
Callum.
Okay, so is everybody ready?
You ready?
Of course we are. Well, let's get stuck into it. That is what I want to hear. Hello, Terry.
What?
It's so good to have you on the show.
Thanks.
A fellow northerner.
Oh, drop me out.
Oh, I know. Is the right person out tonight?
No, I wanted Hazel to win.
Really?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, it's
Totally
really
and
good.
utterly.
Why?
Because she's got personality, she's got balls, and
On
all
her
right, you know,
chest, yeah.
she knows what she wants out of it. She's a bit ruthless in that way. But, you know, rather than have that kind of, you know, la-di-da Sloane in there, you know, who thinks like a domestic servant has disagreed with her and wants her sacked, give me Hazel all the way.
Oh.
Team Hazel.
Oh, she's gone now. She's absolutely gone. Nina, why did the public choose her to leave out of everyone? Loads of people were...
Oh, Hazel, for God's sake, I completely disagree with Terry.
Really?
Oh, God. I mean, Hazel was the most ruthless woman in there. If you look, she didn't care about anybody. She was utterly... She looks like the sort of person that for a party piece she'd crack bricks with her face. I mean, she's as tough as old boots. She's as tough as old boots.
But what's wrong with tough women, Nina? Don't you like
There's
them?
tough, but you've got to have some humanity. You've got to care about other people. And she's actually a real player. And she was just ruthless. But I mean, if you compared her with Charlie, Hazel knew exactly what she was doing every step of the way. She knew the effect she had on men. She knew exactly what she had. Charlie, bless her, not the brightest, lovely girl, very pretty, hasn't a clue. She has no self-awareness, no perception of how she's coming over to other people.
And is that something to aspire to?
No, it's not. And it's not something, because it's just unfortunate.
What are you saying,
No,
Nina?
I'm saying it's unfortunate for Charlie. I'm saying that she doesn't have an evil bone in her body. She's not manipulative.
But she's annoying. I mean, with Charlie, God bless her. You know, if she was a cloth, you'd have to wring her out first, wouldn't you?
No, she's a very sweet girl. But I mean, talking about and Dexter shouldn't have gone. Dexter,
Whoa. We'll talk about Dexter a little bit later on.
All right.
Talk to me, Callum. You've not been able to get a word in edgeways, have you?
What more did Hazel
Are
have to
you
give?
surprised? about Hazel going?
No, not at all. You know, she was ready to go. We can hear the public perception in the crowd at least, so constant boos week after week after week. And what more did she have to give, really? I mean, we've seen every side of Hazel, I think. You've seen the toughness, and if she's not willing to let her guard down, then get her out and leave the interested ones in.
Oh.
No?
I don't know. Well, it's your opinion.
I thought so.
It's not my
We've
opinion.
seen every facet of Hazel already.
Her and Dexter are the only interesting ones in there. That's the reality.
It's a good job Dexter's still in there.
Disagree.
If that's your opinion, Terry. Well, you know, are the housemates surprised? I wonder. Let's see.
Apparently they give us quite a lot
I
to do
didn't get
this
any
week.
reception at
Who
all.
told you that?
Nothing.
Because you're not a bad person.
You didn't get any reception.
I didn't get.
It said
any
you got
reception.
it. It said Charlie.
all Hazel.
It said Charlie, and it was kind of
Dead.
No, it's because they went from like Cheers to Charlie, and then she went Hazel, so it went from Cheers, sort of, oh, let's compose, to, oh shit, it's Hazel, boom!
Yeah.
So it's sort of like,
I got
They were
zero.
just aiming on her
Nothing.
because they just wanted her, and they got exactly what they wanted.
I miss her already, I'm not gonna lie.
You what?
I miss her already.
That's natural. I was like that when Mum left.
Yeah.
I straight away felt really lost and empty.
Who was out of?
Out of Mum.
Mum,
Dexter.
obviously. Gina. We all see our family in a week.
You and Jack.
Yeah.
And me, I think, as well, yeah.
And Gina, yeah.
God, there's a lot of us up then as well. 1 week, then we all get to see our families
No,
again.
yes.
I'm going to
yeah.
sit on the settee. I need to sit down.
Can I just say, I'm still getting over the cracks bricks on her face comment. I thought that was... What a line, what a line. Right, who's happy Hazel's gone?
No.
I said who is happy, Paul? You wait your turn. You're happy, go on.
I think it's because she knew what she was doing, apologising to Charlie yesterday to try and get back on side so she'd get, like, the votes. But I knew Charlie had stayed tonight, but I think it's better that Hazel's gone out now so the rest can start coming out of themselves without being wary of her.
Oh, well, time's going to tell. Paul, you're obviously a bit disappointed.
Yeah, I'm disappointed. I'll tell you why, Ryland.
You tell me why.
I'll tell you why. I would have loved to see Hazel stay another week, simply to go head-to-head with Gina again, but perhaps Hazel given a Queen Bee-style task.
Ooh.
And see how Gina responded to that.
Paul, how are you not on the task team after all these years? I will never know. Paul's brought his daughter today, everyone. Hello, Paul's daughter.
Excellent. What will this do to the house dynamics, Callum?
Well, Gina's in hysterics. She's elated,
Yeah.
but she won't have a sparring partner now. So Gina might actually quieten down. You might not see as much of Gina.
Really?
Yeah,
I think she'll become more
No, not at
unbearable.
all.
She'll be lording it all over them now.
I don't think
Oh,
Gina is not
sickening.
unbearable. Gina is an absolute gem. She's
Okay,
completely honest.
Why do you like her?
I love her because she's completely honest. She's completely not what we thought when she came into the house. When she came into the house, we thought rich bitch,
Right.
and that was it. And she has shown herself to be someone who has great moral strength, who has perception, who is bright, who is true to herself. She's
See, I
absolutely
don't
true to
think-
herself.
I don't-
She's bright, though.
I don't think moral strength
But-
is actually when you're in an argument with another person to call that person a whore
Yeah.
and other things like that.
I agree. They
I
both.
don't know,
They
it wasn't
both
tit
went.
for
They
tat.
went. They both.
Callum raving about his
tit for tat.
empty glass.
It was tit for
They
tat.
both went over the top, and
but-
that was unfortunate.
And that wasn't very
One wasn't worse than the other
unfortunate.
at all.
No, no, absolutely. I don't think Hazel said anything particularly personal.
Okay,
I
Hazel
thought-
had been
I
winding
thought
Gina up for 2 days
all
with
you've
that
got to
task.
do to wind Gina up is not let her have
Calm
last
down,
word.
calm down.
A bit like you,
it.
Nina.
I want to know, how do we think the house is going to cope without Hazel now? Are we going to see a massive change in the dynamics? Oh, she's piped up. Go on, girl.
I think Gina's going to be a lot more sort of like friendlier, and she hasn't got anybody to bitch about, really, has she? But
Do you think this is going to go against Gina now, though? Because that was her plot all this week, wasn't it?
No, I don't think it was at all. I'm with Nina all the way there. Gina's a really nice person, and she didn't really... Everybody was saying that she was picking on Hazel yesterday. I don't think she was. I don't think she was. If Hazel...
She'll
won't.
find somebody else to pick on.
No, I don't think she will.
Definitely
Not at
she
all.
will.
Not at
Do you know
all.
what? We have not got long to find out. Paul, take me stick.
Thank you.
Cheers, everyone. Good chat. Age, come on my hand. Guys, right, this is quite important because that sound could only mean one thing. I'm looking at the wrong camera. Bums off seats, everyone. You know what to do. Get up.
Get up, get up.
It is time to welcome the Queen of Big Brother. Bow down, bitches.
It's Emma Willis.
us, we were like, oh, she's like Britney all over again.
But better.
I'm not going to sing.
No, don't sing. Other music is available. Listen, eviction number 7, how's it for you?
Do you know what? It was good.
Yeah.
She is a bloody good
She's
talker,
strong.
Hazel.
Strong.
We've known all along. She's a very strong, feisty girl.
Very honest.
She knows her own mind.
Yeah.
And I think she knew exactly what she wanted to say tonight. And she said it. And no matter what you said to her, no matter how many times
had
you
the
asked her, if she crossed the line, yeah, but you could have reined it in, she stuck to her
do you know
guns
what,
with
Emma?
exactly what she thought.
Yeah, but she did that in the house as well. And that's personally what I love seeing with it in confrontation. Whenever she always backed it up. Are you surprised to see her go?
No.
No.
Well, you know,
No,
she's been up a few
inevitable.
times, and I go on the crowd's reaction because that's who I spend all of Friday night with, and reading Twitter. You know, there are quite a few people who did want Hazel to stay, but the majority, I have to say, I know people will be pissed and get on their high horse, but the majority did want her to go. You know, and like Dan said actually last night on Bots, it was her time to go. He thought a couple of weeks ago. And
she looked like she was ready.
Do you know what? She said that. She's had a couple of hard weeks
when
in there.
she walked out of
and
that house, we both sat there and went, she is working it. She was doing exactly what she wants to do with it.
And that crowd tonight, they were severe with her.
When that eye closes during an interview, you know it's a dodgy crowd.
And she...
Do you know what I mean?
And she, that smile did not break.
No.
And it did not quiver.
She looked stunning.
She was forceful already.
What do you think went wrong for her, though? What was the turnaround where everyone went,
Daily.
You think?
I think so too, even though it was so long ago.
She was saved from eviction last week, though, so I thought maybe we've moved on from that, and then it could have been this whole thing with Gina this week.
It could have been, but I think at the back of people's minds, that was always going to be there, even though Daly messed everything up in the end and was removed, rightly so, as we always keep saying. But that is something, it happened, it was a major part, and he had a girlfriend, and that is something that I think a lot of people
wasn't the one
gonna...
in a relationship.
No, but you know,
she wasn't the one in the relationship. And I think, you know, had that not have happened, I have no doubt we'd have probably seen Hazel in the final.
I agree. I completely agree.
Genuinely, because she's a cracking housemate.
What a brilliant housemate, should I say.
I mean, can you really think
Look how much she's given
I know
us.
she's had arguments with Gina, but, you know, they all have arguments.
Yeah.
And Gina argues and Hazel argues. They argue just as much as each other. They give as good as they get.
Yeah.
So I think that I don't think that would have really harmed her either. I think
what's going to change in the house
if
now
that hadn't happened, she'd have been there all the way, huh?
What's going to change in the house now that she's gone?
I don't think a lot. Like someone said earlier on, maybe Gina will be
nicer,
calmer. Because she's been quite irate for the past couple of days.
Well, listen,
obviously, because they wind each other up so much.
We have got face-to-face nominations
Yes, we
coming up again next week.
I think it's going to be really hard for them to do it this week.
Well, this is what I'm saying. It is hard. You know, it's the final weekish. Do you know what I mean? Like, what's going to happen? Who's going to be in trouble?
They
in your eyes?
could play the safe card and go, I'm going to nominate Charlie and Gina because they had all that trouble last week.
Well,
Because what else really... No one else is really doing anything.
No.
Unless they, you know, Sophie will probably nominate Sam and Sam will nominate Sophie.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much a
kind of
given.
going to be a given every week.
Well, listen.
You know, I don't know.
We're close to the final. So I think it's time that all of us three play a little game.
Yeah, prediction time. So all we've got to do is write down who we think is going to come first, second and third.
And then
pop them in this envelope.
Pop them in these, and then...
There's a prize.
There is a prize. But here's
What's the prize?
There's a prize. No, there's a prize that will get whoever gets the closest on
Yes,
the
then
finale
what's the
night.
prize?
I'm not telling you.
Not
It's
the
a surprise
surprise.
prize. But here to keep the predictions closely guarded, give it up. It's Ricky from the phone room.
Ricky Valentine.
Well, I don't want to show anyone this.
Right.
Because I might have got this totally wrong.
I think I'm going to win this prize. I'm so competitive as well.
You know what I ate? This in an envelope. Didn't it taste not nice?
Riley, you've licked worse things in your life. The envelope.
So how handsome's Ricky?
How much do we love Ricky?
Ricky used to be my runner.
And now look at this blossom.
I know, look at him. Well, listen, results will be revealed on the finale show. There you go.
I can't wait. Well, that's your lot for part 1.
Go on, Rick.
And we'll say bye to Ricky.
We had to get him in somehow or another, didn't we? It's Ricky Valentine. What a ledge.
Still to come, I'll be heading into the form room with Emma Willis and Ricky.
Yeah, right.
Ricky Valentine, and we'll be there to take your calls.
Plus, I'll be grilling our latest Evictee Hazel right here on these sofas. Don't you dare go anywhere. See you after this.
Welcome back to Big Brother's Vic on the Side, the TV spin-off show that's a bit like budget sausages. They're cheap, quite tasty, and made up of so much crap that you never really know what you're going to get. But who doesn't love a good old banger, eh? Hey, Emma?
I do.
Yeah?
I love a sausage.
You love a sausage?
Yeah.
Oh, she said it!
Especially a pork one. Sorry.
All right. Emma and I are here, and we are ready to take your calls. Ricky Valentine.
Yeah, Spencer from Thurrock.
Spencer. Ricky Valentine.
Oh my goodness, you do look like him!
Brilliant. Ricky, please can you do that to the camera? Do that. Oh, yeah. He's got it going on. Spencer, are you there?
Hi, AJ, how are you?
Oh, I'm very good, thank you.
Hi, Spencer.
Emma, great show tonight.
Thank you very much. It was spicy, wasn't it?
I just want to say it was criminal that Hazel went this evening.
Really?
Yeah.
Who did you want to go?
Oh, it's got to be Sophie. My
Yeah?
God. How long could she cling on for? And she's really nasty. If you look, people are taken by her and they think she's really nice because she's dozy and she's blonde. But if you look at her, she's conniving and she loads the guns and lets people fire them. She's very nasty.
Wow. So what did you like about Hazel?
I just loved her. I thought she was straight to the point. I think people give her a real rough time because she's actually very intelligent and that part with being beautiful as well is like a winning combination. And I think the reason why she clashed with Gina was because Gina realises that she can see through her and the others don't.
Oh, I see.
Absolutely,
Excellent insight there, Spencer. We've got to move on, but thanks for
Spencer.
calling. Bye. Caller number 2. Don't even get a bye. Don't even get a bye, man.
He's gone.
Hook me up with a goodbye. Who's next?
We've got Helen from Yateley.
Helen. Hello.
Hiya.
Hiya. Oh, Yateley. Sounds like a bar I used to go to.
Oh, it's like the back end of Beyond.
Oh, I like it. What have you got to say?
Well, we were absolutely thrilled when Hazel went out tonight. She is just so manipulative.
Right.
Like, watching her week on, week in, like, work people. Like, be really nice to the twins one minute and then slaying them the next minute. It was just unbelievable. And, you know, all the stuff with Daly and the stuff with Charlie the other day as well. Like, turning the whole house against her was just harsh.
Oh, well...
You don't know what to say, do you?
I was like, wow, you really don't like her.
I don't actually know what I'm in here, 'cause I never say anything.
No, but was there any redeeming feature?
What about Hazel?
About Hazel?
Boobs, maybe?
She has got a fair pair.
Come on.
But that's about the only nice thing I could say about her.
They're wonderful.
Other than
I've just
that, she
seen them
was
up close.
ugly.
Oh dear. Helen, I'm so sorry you disliked her so much, but I'm so glad that you're elated. Who are you? Team who? Gina?
I'm
Charlie?
all about Team Sam or Team Gina, either of those to win for me.
Oh, nice.
We'll find out soon. Only 10 days to go.
10 days to go. Let the countdown begin. Thank you, Helen.
Cheers, Helen.
One more quickie. Let's have a quickie. We all like a quickie from time to time, don't we? Who's this?
We've got Martin from London.
Martin from London.
Hi there.
Oh, hello.
I don't know how quick this is going to be. Anyway, it's
It's not a
very
1 minute
often
man.
that I agree with Terry Christian, but tonight I think that he was spot on.
Yeah.
The person that should have been in but wasn't even nominated for eviction was Gina. She is such a nasty, spiteful, malicious piece of work. I'm so argumentative. Right at the very beginning, she instigated the argument with Jemima, if you remember.
Yeah.
Then when she was in the safe house and she was down there secretly, nobody else knew that she was there, so she was nasty about everybody. And look how she behaved when she found that she had to come back out again and mix with all the lowlifes back up in the main house. She really felt that she was the bee's knees then. And why would she be so nasty to Hazel? I mean, to me, it doesn't seem that Hazel's done anything. The argument should have been with Daly.
Martin,
you're a bit of a girlfriend.
You're a bit of a goer, aren't you?
Well, you know, I could go on for a long time.
I know you can.
I hear that in your voice.
All night long, Martin. I like it. Thank you, Martin. Have a good night.
I bet he will.
Oh.
Sorry,
He certainly will. He certainly will. Well, I don't know about you, but I really could sit and listen to that lot all night long. Particularly Martin. But unfortunately, that is all we have time for. I'll be back in the phone room tomorrow night. So if you fancy having a natter,
I might phone.
I
might phone.
Oh yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Okay.
You should.
Okay.
And then your name will appear on the screen as like a caller. I'm getting that. Look, the details are on screen if you want to speak to me. Anyway, before you go, shall we have another exclusive?
Go on then.
Yeah.
Oh, they left him in there. Just
Oh my God! They left all of Hazel's stuff.
Oh,
I'm happy. On the right hand.
Let's pop some right, thank God damn week for my flipping life. If I'm going next Friday,
Let me get you a
for
glass.
sure, I am having the best week this week.
Let's hope no one touches my one.
Let me get you one. I feel like drinking out of the actual glass.
One.
Hang on. Oh no, hang on. Ah!
Whoa.
Flipping hell.
Shoot it across. Shoot it, no, and then don't. You have to, look, come here. Turn it a bit.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it won't turn.
Mine won't turn.
Mine won't turn.
No, not that way.
Yeah. No, push it up a little bit. Now, watch, move out the way, Gina, and then push it.
Gina, not that way. Gina, no!
Gina, I'm moving out the way.
Go on. Go on.
Whoa! Yay!
Well, that's how the house is dealing with tonight's eviction. But how is Hazel coping? Well, we're going to be finding out in just a minute. But first, here's a reminder of her really worst bits.
Hi! You came down with your fucking tits.
I'm just a normal Irish girl, happy-go-lucky.
You're single, Hazel?
Yes.
Hazel is lovely.
She's a really cool girl. She's my kind of girl. I like Hazel a lot.
Hazel's going to make a lasting impression on a lot of guys in the house.
I think you're falling in love.
Yeah? Yeah?
Just came to flirt with you, Dexter. To reject you.
If that was your boyfriend, you happy or pissed off?
Give you a hug, but I'm wet.
I'm on show.
Give that hug.
You just missed some grim shit.
What alien Hazel doing is disrespectful to their girlfriend.
What the fuck is Callum saying?
What the fuck is he saying? That I've crossed the line.
Listen,
what the fuck is he saying?
What's going on, really? I said, listen, it's none of your business.
It is none of your business.
It's none of his business.
You'll answer everybody tonight.
Cool. Darren, give me a hug.
Daly has been removed from the Big Brother house.
Why are you looking at me?
Can someone explain why I'm a snake? Anyone? You did this!
Why are you such a bitch?
Because I was born that way, baby. I'd love a big book on neurology and just to like dive into it.
She's a model housemate with Irish charms, but for God's sake, don't call her vanilla. It's Hazel! You are looking stunning. I've got to say this.
Yes.
How you dealt with walking out of that house and that crowd reaction, disregardless of whether people like you or not, that deserves a round of applause from this audience. That was tough. And you handled it absolutely amazing.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You're going to have
Bit of a tough crowd, but you got to do it. You got to do it.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Well, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
And after surviving 2 evictions, are you surprised to be sat here this week?
Do you know what? I went in there thinking that I could be out in the first week, the second week, and then it rolled to the third, it went to the fourth, and I kind of went, hang on, what's going on here?
Yeah.
And then 2 months in, and I'm going, well, Jesus, better than I expected. So I'm happy. It's bittersweet, but I'm really, really happy with what I did.
Well, like you said in the house as well, do you have that feeling of, oh, I got so close and now...
You do. You kind of go, okay, there's a bit, just over a week left, and, you know, you could have gone further, but you always know the reaction, you hear the reaction, so your time has to come. My time came, and you just have to do it gracefully.
When you walked out, though, when you did walk out, you know, we normally see housemates going around giving everyone a cuddle and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You didn't tonight. Was you glad to be out of there? Because from my personal point of view, I can't talk for anyone else, but it felt like you were so ready to leave that house.
Wasn't that obvious?
I think
pretty much, yeah.
Do you know what? I don't think anybody realises just how intense it is in there. I mean, it is 24/7. 24/7.
Okay.
And when you're watching at home, you kind of think, oh, it's an hour here, it's an hour there.
Yeah.
It really is.
It's an hour for the viewers, but it's 24 hours a day for people that have been in there.
It is, and it gets really, you know, you're around these people all the time. You're getting on great in the beginning stages, then kind of riffs start to show. And yeah, honestly, you know, kind of as things kind of start to deteriorate a bit.
Everything's heightened.
Everything's heightened and everything's magnified. So I kind of was, in a way, I was sitting there tonight, it's probably pretty obvious, I was kind of like, okay, let's do this, let's do it, you know.
And you dealt with it so well. You dealt with it really, really well. We both sat there and said, you know what? Disregardless of all the shit that's been thrown at you, you've dealt with it really, really well.
You're good at catching it.
You're good at catching it and throwing it straight back out.
Yeah.
Well, listen, it was Friends and Family nominations this week.
Yes, it was.
Bit tough, especially for you with Charlie's Friend.
Yes.
Do you think it would have been a different story if it was housemate nominations this week? Who would have been up?
I do still think that I would have been up because there's Gina, there's Dexter, you know, Soph is an amazing girl, sweetest girl ever. She'd do anything for anyone. She had put me up a couple of times, and it was kind of a case of that was a potential because she gets on very well with everybody in the house.
Yeah, exactly.
So I kind of was very aware. Every week I was quite aware that I was going to be up, and then, you know, by turns of fate and a few twists here and there, I stayed longer than I kind of thought I would. The family nominations were very difficult.
Well, yeah.
Just because of Charlie's Friend.
Why did you get so cross about that?
Do you know what it was? It was because I hadn't had a chance to explain my side of the story. I knew there was a lot of aggro about it. I knew people were very heated about it. And I kind of saw the change after that happened with the reactions, the chanting, this, that, and the next thing. And, you know, it was just kind of... I could kind of see it coming. The reason I was annoyed with Charlie's Friend is because I felt I was very good to Charlie in the house. We were very good friends.
This is what we were looking at. I mean, these were really, really good friends.
And then her friend comes up on the screen and goes, rah, rah, rah. And I was going, Jesus.
But it wasn't Charlie's fault, though, was it?
It wasn't Charlie's fault, but naturally enough, you kind of go, I've been so good to you. And then your friend just comes and does this. And you get a bit upset. Anybody else's family that did it, I was kind of like, okay, fair enough. You know, had the twins' mom maybe nominated me, I'd have been a bit, oh, you know what, we're good to them. And because I was good to Charlie throughout and I kind of stuck by her and we were best mates for so long, I was a bit affected by it.
Well, I'll tell you what, you know, any other confrontation that you've ever had in the house, you've always been really good at, like, going, no, I'm not going to speak to you right now. I'm going to calm myself down and then I'll talk to you. And that was the first time. It was like, whoa, you just flew off the handle.
I did, and you know what made it worse? I went out and I had a conversation with Gina, and in hindsight, I don't know why I listened to it, because obviously, you know, she's not my biggest fan, so I was thinking, why is she coming out and telling me Charlie's saying this about you? She says you're this, she says you're, you know, untrustworthy and you're playing a game. And I kind of went, well, if the person I've been closest to for the last 2 months in the house is saying this, and then I kind of, in hindsight, I kind of went, well, Gina did it for a reason, so what do you do? You know, I shouldn't have, obviously, tensions are so high coming so close to the end, there's ups and downs, and then you just sometimes...
Well, you just flip. But well, anyway, let's talk about other times.
Yes, yeah.
in
There
the
wasn't
house,
that many.
because you were fantastic at the tasks.
Oh, thank you.
And actually, your tasks mainly involved eating, you know, a pig snout.
AJ would have loved that.
Scorpion
Everything.
spaghetti, and I wouldn't have loved that.
It was tasty.
Sheep eyeballs, you know, raw jelly, like
It had
raw
the bones,
eggs.
it had the hairs, it had the snot.
Yeah,
It
which one
had
was the best? Because you
everything.
just got it in your gut.
Excuse me, it's a
I had
delicacy in some countries, all right?
Apparently, I've been told that. I've been told. So, do you know what? If you spend too long looking at these bloody things, you won't do it.
Yeah.
It's all in there, I guess. And I kind of just had to do it.
Which one was the easiest to swallow?
Are you serious? Were any of them easy to swallow?
It's all right, you're amongst girls.
Oh, which one was the most enjoyable?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Do you know what? The scorpion was probably the easiest.
But
Not
you
the
never thought you'd
nicest.
say that when you walked in. You think,
Yeah.
oh, when I come out, I'm going to be saying that scorpion was a delicious.
Yeah.
Well, listen, this
exactly,
week saw you at the receiving end of Gina's sting in the Busy Bees task, which I've got to say, great task. Well done, task team. Why didn't you two just play nicely with each other?
Because, do you know what? I think you should be very up straight and honest. If you don't like someone, don't pretend to like them. If someone's seen as a hot favourite, don't lick their ass because of it. You know what I mean? You don't just... A lot of people in the house were kind of being sheepish and going, oh, well, if the public seem to like her, maybe I should like her, and then, you know, I'll be in the safe zone. And I went, you know what, screw that. If you don't like me because I'm disliking someone that's a hot favourite, well, that's my opinion. I'm being very honest about it. I'm not, you know, palling up to her and then, you know, a different story behind her back.
True to yourself?
Yeah, I did, and I'm really happy I did.
True to herself?
Really happy I did.
That is really good. It was really good. And I did feel a little bit sorry for you in the bee task. But you would have done the same, would you not?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes,
Sting.
Just hold.
I would hold it. I'd sit on it.
Well, a few weeks ago, you did seem to get along with Gina, surprisingly. Take a look at this.
What the hell?
Okay.
Wow.
Sorry, I'm
terrible cheerleading there. I'm sorry. You know, I did a little bit of cheerleading back in Blackburn.
I can explain this. I can explain this.
She piped up about this, I'm telling you, she was going bad. But listen, let's get this right.
Yes.
You had 3 minutes to entertain the nation, and that is what the fuck you come up with.
I know, but I know. It was so awkward. Myself and Gina had kind of just put it to bed.
I'm laughing because it was like, oh yeah, let's
We were
cheer
trying
in.
to do sexy cheer. It didn't work.
Well,
It didn't
listen,
work.
do you know what? We've never done this before, but we've got a lot of chat that we want to have with you. So, Hazel's going to be staying with us. We're going to cut to a break now, and we're going to see you after this with Hazel. See you in a minute.
Big Lantern Marlon. Welcome back to Big Brother's Bits on the Side, and we're still chatting with Hazel, and we've got to get straight into it because there's so much that we want to talk to you about. Now, in all seriousness, on tonight's show, we did see you and Gina.
Yes.
Oh
Hazel,
gosh,
AJ.
I know.
Me.
You and Gina, you know, really going hard at each other, arguing. And I want you to be really honest. Did anything that she said to you upset you? You know, she was calling you a horn wrecker, just as a little reminder. She's calling you a horn wrecker, a whore, etc., etc.
Everything and all.
But you was just like, yeah. Was any of it getting under your skin?
Honestly, no, because if I actually kind of cared about the girl and we had a good friendship throughout, and then she started turning around and saying these nasty things out of nowhere, I would have been cut.
Yeah.
But it's Gina. Sorry, you know, it's Gina, and she's been...
You expect it from her?
I completely expected it, and to be honest, I probably was getting more, you know, I was winding her up more than she was. You know, she was getting all...
Yeah.
And I was kind of, it is what it is.
Well, listen,
it is what it is.
let's move on from
It was
Gina.
like the
You've had
argument
your
of the
time.
last word. No, I have to say
I'm
it.
really happy I did and stuck to my guns this week and said, I'm not following your task, I'm not doing anything. I've done all the other tasks. I've given it 150%. And this time I said, you with your crown, your little gold cushion, bollocks.
Yeah. Good job, because you won't be eating that food next week anyway.
No, don't worry about the shopping budget now. Listen, you were called a snake by the public from our poll. How did that affect you, obviously? That week was tough for you. We saw that.
It was a tough week, and all I'll say is they could have given me a better looking costume.
There is nothing wrong with that snake. We've all had a go on that snake.
I broke lights with it. I had banana
We
fights
broke
in it. I
Ian
ran
One in
around the
digital. We broke him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Good
Oh, we had a
riddance,
right
good
mare with that
riddance,
snake.
Good riddance. Oh, he was a cute guy, but I didn't really like being in him.
Oh, bless. Now, you said after the line-up task that the others treated you differently.
Yes.
Why did you think that?
Well, I mean, look, you're in a house where people really want to win. They want to stick by the people they think are popular. And when you line people up and go 1 to 9, and they see 1 and they see 9, they kind of go, whoop, 1.
And I can
Okay,
understand that. I can understand it to a certain extent because as a housemate, when you're in there, if you think that someone's not liked for whatever reason, you
don't
think if
really
I
want
like that person, I'm not going to be liked.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And I mean, Dexter did point that out. He went, oh, I know why the public booed me last week. It's because I'm friends with you. And I went,
no.
Little prick.
Well, listen,
Do you know what I mean?
Well, it's good that you didn't gravitate towards her because that would have looked really weird.
Yeah, no, there was a stage where myself and Gina kind of put it to bed, let it lie. I said, you know what, I have to sleep in a bed next to her. It's uncomfortable in here, you know, let's just be civil. And we kind of put it down to that. Then we got the Nemesis task and
it all
boom.
just went bang.
But
Well,
I won.
listen,
I won.
You did win, but
win.
we did hear you mentioned how you were looking forward to getting back to work on the outside.
Yes.
So what does the future hold for you now?
Well, let's see. I mean, I've been locked in for 2 months. I haven't a clue what's going on in the world.
It's like rehab with hot tub.
It really is. Well, it's actually not even hot.
Well, listen, let me tell you something. You've always gave
Plunge
your
bra.
all. You've always gave your all in the task.
Yes.
So much so you've bagged yourself a celebrity fan.
Oh, really?
Take a look at this.
Hi Hazel, it's Jet from the Gladiators here. I'm really sorry that you've left the house. However, I was well impressed with the Nemesis task. A little bit more hard work and a little bit more focus, and that will that you have, that tenacity. I think with all that put together and a lot of success on the outside, I'm sure you could be the second best gladiator ever. Here's this, and here's one of them. Well done.
Guys, give it up for victim number 7, Hazel. Well done,
Great to watch. Now, join us after the break, where Terry will be in the reality gallery and me and Rylan will be tackling all of today's hottest news from the house. Trust me, it's going to be smoking. See you in a bit. Welcome back to Big Brother's Bit on the Side. What are you doing, Rylan?
What?
What are you doing?
I'm just doing my shopping list. I've got about 28p left.
Well, I hardly think this is the time because we've got a show to do.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just making sure I don't forget anything. Oh, Coke, 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 chicken, 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 cheese, 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 Coke, Coke, Coke.
Here's
chicken, chicken,
today's
chicken,
news.
Cheese, cheese, cheese. At 10 a.m. this morning, Gina and Hazel got ready for another harmonious day in the Big Brother house.
Yeah.
Gina, do you mind?
No, do you mind?
You don't have to come and stand right on top of me.
On top of you, you can actually
Yeah,
move.
on
There's
top of
actually
me.
a lot of
Gina,
space.
shut the fuck up.
You shut up.
No,
you
I'm not
dumb
fucking
bitch.
move for you.
You stupid boss bitch.
What?
Fucking scamp.
Have you seen yourself?
Yeah, I see myself.
Look at
Look
the
at
state
myself
of
right
you.
now. Look at the state of you. Who do you think you are?
Who do you think you are, Gina?
You actually think you're so special,
Not
and
even
that's the
listening
most
to you.
funniest thing ever.
Not even listening to you,
That's the
Gina.
most funniest thing
Not in the
ever.
fucking mood
You
for your
always love
irritating
speaking
little
to me
voice.
first.
Yeah.
I love
shut the
my
fuck up.
voice.
Go
My
on,
voice is
shut
great.
the fuck
I
up.
always got compliments all the
Yeah,
time.
Gina, not even
You never get
listening.
any compliments.
Not even
You little
listening.
bitch.
Ugly little bitch.
You're an ugly little dirty bitch.
Yeah, obviously
You're a
I
little
am.
skank
Yeah,
stealing
have you
other
looked at
people's
yourself?
men. You know what? I don't even want to stand near you. Stealing other people's men.
Oh,
You're
shut the fuck
disgusting.
up.
Disgusting.
Stupid little girl.
No wonder people always vote you out. Dirty.
Stupid little girl.
Dirty.
Do you mind?
Do you mind? Look at the state of you.
Well, you just love hearing your own voice.
Yeah, I do love my voice. What's the fucking problem?
Well, this could go on forever.
Bitch. Don't take it away from me.
Hair raising stuff.
Weave it out.
Unbelievable.
Weave it out.
At 1:13 this afternoon, Jack and Jo got sheeted with each other.
She's bald.
I'm not.
You need to help me then, please. No, that's fine. Because it's not fine, because it's not fine at the bottom. I ain't helping you. Who helped It's you? fine at No the one helped you, I take it then.
No.
Who made your bed for the last 2 weeks? Me. Oh, for goodness sake. Actually, Hazel made it last week. It's
2 weeks
fine,
before
because
that.
a bit of it gets tucked in.
Yes, but it's not in the
fuck's sake,
sides.
what is wrong with you? Goodness gracious me.
Look, it's all in the
then
middle.
Put your hands in it.
That's what I wanted you to do.
So why can't you do it, Joe?
Oh, don't get all mental with me.
Look, there's one side.
Thank you, boss.
Right, Age, can you just grab the ends, please?
No, Alan. Why can't you just do it yourself? What would you do at home? Do it yourself.
Listen, I'm not being funny with this. Like, can't one of the production team do this? I'm not the fucking art department. At 1:25 this afternoon, Joe enlightened Gina on the pleasures of pub food. Fucking pick it up.
You can get a chicken burger, chips and a drink for £3.99.
That's so shocking. Oh my gosh. It tastes really, really good.
Yeah, I mean, it tastes like pub food.
I want to try like pub food one day.
I want to try food like yours one day, like the food you eat at posh restaurants. do you see people getting really dressed over the top?
I'm not sure because I get happy when I see another girl in a dress. But I don't like seeing table whores and tarts out because you can always tell.
What are they?
Table whores are the type of girls that will only approach guys if they've got a drink, if they've got a bottle. And they're normally like the strippers and the escorts and the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can kind of tell them far off, really.
I just love it when I see people in pretty dresses when I'm out to eat.
I bet you're one of them table whores, aren't you?
Rylan?
Well,
No.
I used to be.
I never. You know, I'm a lady. But seriously, are you getting a bottle later?
I am. I'm rich now.
That's today's news. It's not even joking.
Terry's up in the reality gallery. All right, Tel.
That's right, so real, in fact. Reality-wise, table whores, a bottle of Corona. They're round me like flies round shit.
I bet. What's going on, Tel?
I'll be drinking,
Do you know, I
Terry.
get all David Attenborough at this
Go on,
point.
do it.
Now, if you look at the moment, there's Gina surrounded by part of the herd. We've got Sophie, and Gina is now discussing whether Sophie would make a suitable servant. She needs a cooking doing for her. She's talking, I don't, is Joe and Jack there?
Jack
She's
and
saying,
Joe, yeah.
you can be the gardeners, we'll pay you in bread rolls.
Oh, lovely. They'll love it.
In the meantime, Dexter, what sort of name's that? Look at him, he's whinging. Now, they've had booze sent in there.
Terry,
What's he
that's
whinging
brilliant.
for?
Terry, do you like his onesie?
What?
Do you like his onesie, Tel?
No, but
Oh,
I want him to win because he's so sartorially challenged.
Well, bless you for your comments, Terry. We'll see you in a bit.
Terry. Oh.
It's always fun when Terry's on the
And
show.
Ian.
Hi.
Hi. Yes.
This has deteriorated a bit since last time. It won't stay up anymore.
I really like it.
I've got questions for Hazel from our Twitter community.
Did I do all this to her? Did I?
Yeah, you did.
It wasn't like this before.
Way too much fun of
This
that.
lumps at the top. I don't know what
We've
this
got
is.
1 minute, get as many
All
as you
right,
can.
Amelia Inman says, do you wish Dan would have stayed for longer?
I would love Dan to have stayed, and I wish he'd stayed to the final and won it. Dan deserved to be there.
He was
I
always there for you,
devastated,
wasn't he?
Devastated. to
And
see
do you
him.
know what? Dan's been on this show and he's been supporting you left, right and centre.
Oh,
Even when other
bless
people have
him.
been frying the shit, he has stood by you.
Yeah,
I
fair
mean,
play
he
to
has.
him. No, he's the most genuine person that I think I've ever met. I love him to pieces.
Genuine. You heard it here first. Oh, I love that.
Yeah, okay, next question. Come on.
I want to marry Dan, just by the way, I think you all know that.
I don't think he's interested.
I don't.
Team Hazel says, because there's an official Team Hazel Twitter account, by the way, and they want to know, how would you describe your experience in one word?
Absolutely mind-blowing.
That is at least 2 words.
That doesn't matter.
Oh, sorry, that is, but I meant... Okay, I was just... Okay.
Just very, very quickly,
Mind-blowing.
live streaming tonight, straight after this, till 2 in the morning, channel5.com/Big Brother, AJ Talk, let's go.
Oh, my Rick, so much info. Well done. Thanks, Ian, and thanks to all of our guests. That's it for tonight. I'm back tomorrow night at 10 p.m. for Bit on the Psych with Ian Lee, Dr. Funky, Kate Marlowe, and this one,
Hazel.
Hazel.
Plus, I'll be supersizing you Sunday at 12:30 in the afternoon with X Factor winner Joe McElderry and my good friend Titch. She's on the show, and I don't mean Alan Titchmarsh, and Hazel will be there as well. See you later.